What's up, Facebook Live? Nice to see you all. Good evening, Instagram. Welcome back for those of you who tuned in earlier today on the live we were doing. Hope you enjoyed it. We are on day number 77 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. Today's topic is what triggers you, meaning what ticks you off, pisses you off, hurts your feelings, upsets you, frustrates you. What are the things that really cause you to very quickly become the not so best version of yourself, the things that set you off, the things that cause you to lower from your spirit down into kind of the animal side of you. Your reptilian brain kicks in. You go into fight or flight. You start getting mad with people. You start getting short with people. You start getting irritated with people. What are the topics that tend to do this for you? It was the first piece. And then the second piece here is going to be, what do you do when that happens? How do you handle it? Do you just avoid it? Do you pretend like it's not there? Do you confront them and get up in their face and start a fight? Do you challenge them? What do you do? What do you do to handle the stuff that you don't like, the stuff that triggers you, sets you off, pisses you off, hurts your feelings, upset you? What do you do in those moments is the next piece. So let's see. If I scroll up, Magda says dishonesty is something that sets her off. Let's see. Naomi, today's day number 77. The topic is what triggers you, what frustrates you, what sets you off. Let's see. So what are the things, for all of you watching, what are the things that frustrate you, trigger you, set you off, piss you off, hurt your feelings, upset you? What are the topics? And when those things happen, how do you currently deal with it? I get triggered when I'm in a bad/unstable state, says Priya. Children throwing tantrums in the morning when I'm rushing to go, said Edgar. Naomi says, well, for me, lots of triggers. Okay. So what are the things that trigger you and how do you currently deal with it? So when those kids are throwing a tantrum, when someone's not telling the truth, when someone is, what was the other one that was in there? Dishonesty. I don't handle it very well. I always try to control, make things right instead of go and leaving the situation. Okay, so you try to make it right. That's how you handle it. Isaac, nice to see you, buddy. Naomi says people being fake tends to trigger her. Okay, how do you handle it? It's really interesting. If you watch this, most of us have a certain set of things that trigger us, that kind of hook us and catch us. And then the next thing is we usually have a consistent set of responses we use. Naomi says not being in the loop. So not only are there certain things that consistently frustrate us, the second piece is there's certain states we tend to go to consistently. Sheila says, when people get into my business and my parenting style, it triggers me. I raised myself most from youth. Okay, so when people get into your parent style, let's see, recently I've been trying to interrupt my patterns and their patterns. I don't try to get mad in order to stay better. Breathing helps. People always have to blame someone. So you can blame someone, you can get upset, you can get frustrated, you get sad, you get hurt, you can get angry, you can get all kinds of stuff. Now, what's interesting is that what I want you to notice is two things. Number one, what are the things that trigger you? That's important. Number two, what is your go-to response? Meaning, when they trigger you, what is the emotional home you run back to, because that's the way you handle these things. Some people get upset, some people get sad, some people get frustrated, some people get hurt, some people get angry, some people get even. Some people, all of us have our own patterns of how we handle something we don't like, especially when we're triggered. Now, what I'm going to give you is a few different things that can help. Priya, you're nailing it. There's some great things you can do to help when you find out you're triggered. Now, one device, I think mine's in the other room, we use, it's a little thing called Spire. S-P-I-R-E. Their website is spire.io. It's a tracking device that tracks your breathing patterns all day long, and it tells you when you're calm, when you're tense, and when you're focused based on your breathing patterns. Now, I'm going to tell you, most of us are unaware when we're tense, when we're stressed. So this little thing helps raise awareness so that you then become in the know of, oh my gosh, my body is tense right now. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize it. So number one, you need awareness. It's not something that helps you become calm. It does over time. It's something that helps you get awareness that you're not calm. Because for most men, if you were to ask me when I'm all tense, are you fine? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Most women say, I don't know, something's up. You're a little better at being in tune with your emotions than men are. But most men would just be like, no, I'm totally fine. I'm totally good. Even though we're tense and we don't even know we're tense. So number one is identifying and the awareness of the fact that certain things are causing you to become tense. Once you have awareness, the second step is then figuring out, where are you choosing to go when you're tense? Are you choosing to get upset? Are you choosing to get frustrated? Are you choosing to get angry? What's your home base as far as emotions? And then the next, there's 3 steps here. You need to acknowledge the fact that you're upset, appreciate the fact that you're in this emotion, and then adjust to the emotion that you actually want. All of these things are triggers and signals that allow you to choose what emotion to do. So if something normally pisses you off, number one, acknowledge the fact that you're pissed off. I'm pissed. Number 2, appreciate it. Why would I be pissed right now? Why would I be frustrated right now? I'm going to appreciate the fact that my body is responding to a situation. I appreciate that my nervous system is activating. I appreciate my body is responding here. Okay, good. Adjust. What would be a more useful way to handle this right now? What would be a more effective way to handle this right now? What would be a way to handle this right now that I'd actually really enjoy handling this right now? If I did it with laughter, I did it with joy, I did it with creativity, if I did it with humor, if I did it with silliness, if I did it with love, if I did it with creativity. Oh man, now it would be fun to handle this right now. Awesome, let's do it like that. Now you adjust and go. So it's acknowledge it, appreciate it, adjust it. There's 3 steps there, 3 A's that are very useful when you catch yourself hooked or triggered emotionally in any situation or significant event. I feel like when I acknowledge it within a few minutes, I can control it longer than that. It feels like I'm too far gone in my head for out of control. Good one. So what happens so this is when you're like just hooked a little and you have your senses about you. When you lose your senses, like you just can't control yourself anymore. Now you need to do something. And you got one of 2 choices. Number 1, you got to remember, and you want to write this down. All emotions felt fully lead back to joy. All emotions felt fully lead back to joy. What does that mean? Let's say you're so angry that you can't even think right now. Now I'll tell you a clue. Go into your room, shut the door, put on a timer for 5 minutes, and allow yourself to feel every ounce of anger you've ever felt in your entire life at a intensity 0 to 10. Go for a level 100. Just let yourself feel it and go until you got tears in your eyes. Go until you're hurting and frustrated and upset, and let it go and go and go and go and go and go and go. And after about 5 or 10 minutes, what'll happen is all of a sudden, you'll just have this weird level of peace. And you go, wow, damn. And what happened was your body hit the circuit breaker. It had so much energy until the circuit breaker popped. Just like in your house, it pops and it leads you right back to joy. And either you'll have some tears, you'll laugh, you'll feel free again because you went into the emotion. Now someone said, what if that doesn't work? Then you want to do the opposite. Then you want to change it. But you got to go in it first. So first go into the emotion. If that doesn't help, go take a 3-minute ice cold shower. So go straight to the bathroom, turn on the ice cold water. Do not touch the warm water whatsoever. Get in there and spend 3 minutes breathing to literally just knock the thought out of you is what I say. And what happens is the combination between these two, one, going deep into it will free you. And if it doesn't, two, go change your state by hitting the 3-minute ice cold shower. And all of a sudden, bam, you'll get a whole different experience. It'll knock the thought out of you. I have not met a person yet that can stand in the ice cold shower for 3 minutes doing heavy, deep breathing, because otherwise it's hard to stay in there, and come out 3 minutes later and still be mad, still be upset, still be crying, still be frustrated. Because what happens is when you hit the ice cold shower, it turns you into the adrenaline pumping, superhuman fight or flight version of yourself that amplifies the internal biochemistry and brings to life a stronger and more resilient version of yourself. Steve is a big fan of those. That is the best ever. The ice cold shower is the best. It absolutely is, sir. And so this thought process, there's a couple ways to handle it. So hopefully this thought process is useful. Hopefully this little training on what to do when you're triggered will help. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for day number 78 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. Let me see. How do you breathe in the shower so you aren't breathing like the steam or other things? So in the shower, it's ice cold. There will be no steam. It'll be instead. Cold showers forces us to get into the present moment where problems don't exist. Exactly. I'm always worried I'll have a heart attack and my body will go into shock under ice cold shower. It won't. If you have heart conditions, go see your doctor and talk to them first. But it's a game changer. So have fun with this, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great morning, evening, afternoon.